Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. What we're going to talk about today is coolant temperature, coolant pressure, pressurized cooling system, whatever you want to call it. We're going to talk about that because I saw something in the shop that was highly disturbing. All right, very disturbing. And I want to talk about this. We're going to talk about it when I get back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this right here. Do you all see this? Do you see this? This, ladies and gentlemen, is a thermostat housing, okay? This is on Chrysler's Pentastar 3.6 liter engine. All of them, no matter what kind of car it's on, the minivan, the cars, the 200, the Seabrings, it doesn't matter. This will be on it as a thermostat. Now, what this, it comes with the housing and the thermostat. So if you want a thermostat, you're gonna get a housing. If you want a housing, you're gonna get a thermostat. They come together, you cannot get them separately. Now, my issue of what I'm talking about, is that hole in there, okay? I saw a fellow mechanic simply replacing this thermostat housing because he saw this hole. Naturally, he was looking for coolant leak. He pressurized the system, but it will not build up pressure. I can see why it wouldn't build up pressure. All the pressure, as you pump, pressure is just coming out of here, okay? But what I want to caution you on, especially young mechanics that may not know this, this is a result of high coolant temperature pressure in that engine. Something is going on in the engine, ladies and gentlemen. Just replacing this is risky business. This is dangerous. These don't just bust a hole in them for nothing. There's a reason there's a hole in this. And likely it's because of high coolant temperature pressure. Now, some people may call it a head gasket, but you don't know. You will not know until you run a test. Now, the test that I would run, okay, is what they call a combustion test. Okay, I have a tool. I should have brought that tool with me. All we do is pour this liquid fluid in it. We put it on the cooling system while the engine is running. We want the steam. We want the steam that the coolant is producing, that the engine is producing. We don't want the coolant. So we simply suck some of that steam in. If that fluid turns color, ladies and gentlemen, that is the indication of exhaust gases inside your cooling system. All right, that means you have engine problem going on. Now, I don't want to call out an engine problem such as head gasket because that can get you in trouble. All right, we all know most engines today utilize an aluminum cylinder head, and even more importantly, even more engines utilize aluminum cylinder head and aluminum block. Okay, so now I'm almost guaranteed they are paired with a multi-layered steel head gasket, which means those are hard to blow. So the reckless terminology that we always use, as in head gasket blown, we need to tone that reckless talk down because it's not always a head gasket. You need to run a test, and if that test fails, your combustion test, likely you should ask for teardown time and send the heads out and verify or get a machine shop to check them, pressurize them, make sure they're holding pressure, what may have you. Okay, but I'm only discussing parts replacing right now. Do not, I repeat, do not just simply put this part on, bleed the system, fill it up, and give it back to the customer. That car will be back, okay? And it likely will be back with engine problems. And you will look foolish and crazy because you simply replaced it because of this. Now, that's all I have, man. I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. As you know, this is an online mechanical tips channel. I'm here to give out tips. I give out tips on a number of topics, any topic basically, especially if it's dealing with Chrysler, Jeep, or Dodge. I happen to know everything about those. All right, so you got any questions, leave them below. But I highly suggest you subscribe to the channel so I can get to that question more efficiently or more quickly, whatever the word you want to use. I will get to it. I will make sure I get to it. If you leave a comment below or a question, just leave it. But let me stay on topic. This is a no-no, people. Do not just replace this. All right, thanks for watching. Comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video.